Good morning, this is Krisa McGillis from Crafts by Krisa, and today we're going to do something different because I was reading along and pour painting is pretty popular now with a lot of people. I'm a little late to the game. So I thought I would try to pour paint my birdhouse, just the wood part, just to give it a different look, and we will see how that goes. I'm going to do two of them. One is going to have blue with it and the browns, and one will have barn red with it, with the browns. My friend asked me if I could show her on a video how I mix my paint. Everybody has their own little recipe, but mine, I just have, in this case, I'm using the Deco Americana Rockwood Red for barn red, because that's what I have. And I just put a squirt in there. See if you can see that, about that much. And then I take Flow Troll. I have it in this, which is from the dollar store. Two came in a thing, and I put it in there. I always shake it, and I give that a little squirt. So it's probably a little more Floetrol than it is paint, but not that much. I like my popsicle stick. You can find me at Oliver and Princess Natasha's in Salt Lake City, or you can find me in Etsy. Seems to be a chunk in that. We don't want a chunk. Okay. So when you don't want it to be dripping, you want it to smoothly pour off your popsicle stick. And that's when you add the water. I usually start with 3 and give her another stir. Etsy, I have mostly vintage items. Now you can see how that's just kind of, well, maybe a couple more. And I just keep slowly adding water. You don't want to go too much water. I found on one of them I had to put too much water in, so then I added more Floetrol and paint and started over. Okay, now it's flowing over and it's not creating a mound when it drips into the paint. Okay, so I have my paints. I have my barn red, dark blue, 1, 2, 3, 4 different browns. Regular brown, dark brown, light brown, and an orange brown, black, and bright blue, and then white. So when I get back, I will be all set up, ready to go. Okay, I'm back. One thing that I forgot to show you that I'm going to do is I'm going to put silicone, just 1 squirt in each one, a quick stir, just 2 maybe, because I found out if you do more than that, it's going to make small cells, and I am a cell lover. I love my cells. So I'm just going to do a quick squirt in each cup. I turned the stick over for the white. Because I was just stirring, and then I had these little cells, so I've not tried this, but I saw online, of course, on a YouTube video, of course. The first one I'm going to do is with the blues. And the second one I will do with the barn red with the paint. Like I said, I have four browns, dark, regular, light, and an orange brown, burnt umber, white, dark blue, regular blue, black, and barn red. So let's get this set up. Okay, here's my cup. Can you see that? Push in a little bit. All right, that's better. Okay, start with a little bit of white. And then we'll go with a little bit of brown. Let's throw in a little dark blue. I don't want to get overwhelmed with white. A little orange brown. I don't like to put black and white next to each other either, because then it kind of makes a gray, which in this case probably wouldn't be a bad deal. But I do a few layers and then I separate with white. And I found if I do too much paint, it's almost better, because there's nothing worse than having to redo another cup, and then it's never, well, it's not always the same. Of course, the wood for birdhouses is predominantly brown. So I'm putting mostly brown, a little black to add some character, hopefully. And a little more blues. Just to give it some, you know, so a lot of times the barn wood has been painted in the past. And we will top it with some white. I usually begin with white. So you can see I probably have my cup 2/3 full. That's what it looks like. I'm going to do this, the crisscross, and let's see what happens. Okay, I still have a little bit in my cup. I'm going to keep that just in case. And now we're going to just do like you do a painting. Make a mess, which is always fun. Now the roof and the base I'm going to do with a plain color. But I thought I would try, I have a comb from the dollar store. I don't know if this will work, but I just wanted to see if I could comb it down just to give it a little bit of I don't think it's gonna work, but now I have to do it because I already did it. just to give it the lines back of wood, but we'll see when it dries if I like that or not. We'll wait now. Okay, so there is that one with the blues. While I set up the other one, remember you can find me at Crafts by Krisa on Facebook, and you can find me on at Oliver and Princess Natasha's. That is at Salt Lake City. And you can find me at Etsy for mostly vintage, but there'll be some of these on there. And various shows in the West. I think our next show is Simple Treasures in September. And these may be there. So let's mix the next one. This is kind of a small thing. I'm in my trailer camping, and so we'll see. We're going to do the same thing, except instead of blues, we're going to put barn red in. So we started with the white. Give our paint its little squish. And let's see what turns out. That's why I love pour painting. You never know what's going to turn out. Especially when you have, it's on wood, it's going to soak up differently, and I probably should have primed the wood, but it's supposed to look like old barn wood. Once again, I'm leaving a little bit in my cup. Well, my barn red is turning pink because of the white. I'm not liking that. I'm not using the comb on it, but I am going to use the torch. All right. So I will be back when these dry and we can see how they turn out. The third one I did first was all browns and white and black. So we'll throw all three and decide what we like. All right, thank you, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Here's what they look like all done. This was the brown. I liked how that turned out. There's the blue with the combing. I'm still not keen on it. And here's the red. A little too much pink, but I still liked it. So this is what I learned. I would not use the comb again. I would separate the white from the red. I would definitely not pour them vertically. I would pour them across so each panel was a little more consistent. Thank you. Please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Okay, see you next time.